This is just to answer some of the questions that you guys sent me. This is actually late. I was supposed to do this yesterday. So some of the questions, first question, did Min Heejin take advantage of the passing of Lisa Lopes? This is in relation to the similarity of the opening of NewJeans' How Sweet music video to the last video shot of Lisa Lopes in a car before she passed. Okay, that's the first question. Second question, did Min Heejin try to sabotage BTS when she was still in SM? And this is in relation to the Kakao Talk message that was released between Min Heejin and her staff. SM was mentioned in relation to BTS. Next, what happened to Min Heejin releasing 9 album versions of How Sweet of NewJeans when she was blasting Hybe for supposedly inflating sales or being unhealthy or harmful to the environment? Next is Hybe sabotaging NewJeans. And last question, why is NewJeans flopping? And then there is another question that I will be answering only on Patreon. And this is about the parents of NewJeans. Why are they siding with Min Heejin considering all the things that Min Heejin has said about their children? Why would a parent even side with somebody who said those things about their daughters? Okay, for the first question, did Min Heejin take advantage of the passing of TLC's Lisa Lopes? So in the opening of NewJeans' How Sweet music video, they were in a red car and Coca-Cola was there. And it's in the same environment of the last video shot of Lisa Lopes. She was in a car, she was driving, same car, and then she was also passing around with her friends Coca-Cola. Now, they could say that this is just pure coincidence. Sure, that is very possible. But the director that posted, NewJeans' director, he posted and said that he's very thorough. He would constantly search for references or similarities with old videos. And given that they've copied from the era of TLC and they're also using Coke, then they should have done their due diligence and actually discovered this video. Either way, they were either irresponsible, not thorough, or they knew and they didn't care, or they did it on purpose. Any of those, no good. that's they're either irresponsible or disrespectful. So no good. Now as I've said, we cannot specifically conclude that they did it on purpose, but we can at the very least say that given that they keep on copying, I'm using their definition of copy, they keep on copying from that era, then they should be aware of the important events around that era. Okay. Did Min Heejin try to sabotage BTS when she was in SM? This is non-conclusive. In the Kakao Talk message that was released between Min Heejin and her staff and Min Heejin and the shaman, which her camp never denied, by the way, the shaman said that we should not do it the same way SM did it, or we shouldn't do it the same way SM did it and just end BTS here. That was the statement. But there is no context. That was the only thing that was said about that. But the bigger issue is that it confirms a lot of the things that Hybe was saying. Number one, chart manipulation, bringing it back, has always been part of her plan. The only this time I think she didn't count on people actually understanding what advanced purchase is. I think she thought that mentioning advanced purchase, people will just think, oh, it's chart manipulation. A lot of people already know that this is just part of the retail industry. When you're a retailer, you want to make sure that you have enough stocks of the things that people want, because you don't want people walking into your store and getting frustrated because they don't find what they want. It's so hard to get foot traffic, especially for retailers. So you don't want to frustrate them. You want them to have a good experience. So you want to make sure they have enough stocks. And so I think she did not realize, or she didn't count on a lot of people understanding that part of the business. Okay, second is that meeting with the investors is actually part of her plan, and it has always been a part of her plan to make it a personal meeting instead of a professional meeting. That was already in the Kakao Talk message. So Vice President Al said that she said that we should make this a personal meeting and not a meeting between Adore and the investors, so that when they get caught, they cannot be accused of doing this meeting for the purpose of taking over Adore. Third, it was also part of her plan for the parents to actually write Hybe a complaint letter. She confirmed with the other staff member that it would be better if it's the parents that would actually complain to Hyde. So that was all part of her plan. All right, and her camp actually didn't deny that specific those specific exchanges in her. Next question, what happened? She was blasting Hype for doing things that would artificially inflate sales, including printing many versions of a CD, and now she printed 9 versions of Don't You Know How Sweet. That's it. That is what it is. She was criticizing Hype and then she did it. 9 versions. Wow. But I think it's because if you would remember, she printed 3.5 million copies of the previous CD of NewJeans and 1.6 remains unsold. And so I think she's trying to recuperate the loss of that part of the business. That's why she printed 9 versions of this, hoping that that would make up for it. I think in the first day they sold like almost 900,000. So that's still very successful. But yes, 9 versions. Is Hybe sabotaging NewJeans? Why are they going to do that? They're trying to keep NewJeans and kick Min Heejin out. So it wouldn't serve them any purpose to sabotage NewJeans. Now, for the YouTube restrictions, it was only available in 14 territories. It is YouTube's prerogative. I know because I'm a creator. So they are the ones who will say which territory a content will be published to in. And they reserve the right to not even tell you. They usually would tell you, but they reserve the right not to tell you. They can also demonetize you or just block your content completely without even having to tell you. And I think Hybe already clarified that they're inquiring why it was blocked. Next is album sales. Some fans are actually complaining, saying that they got their album late. It has no bearing in the counting of the number of albums that were sold. It is counted as soon as it is purchased, not when it is delivered. So it sucks that it is delayed. Weaver should definitely do something about that. But as soon as it is purchased, it is actually counted, not when it is delivered. They are also playlisted. They have more playlisting than many other groups. So in terms of streaming in Spotify, so it doesn't. There is no evidence that would point to Hybe sabotaging NewJeans. Why is NewJeans flopping? I will answer, the first half of my answer will be here. The second half of my answer plus 2 more questions will be in my Patreon. So go to my Patreon if you want to hear that. Okay, in terms of streaming, they did not flop at all. They have the second highest first day stream for girl groups who released a song in 2024. First is Baby Monster. Now, if you include full day tracking, I think they'll end up maybe 3rd or 4th. I'll It and Lesser of Him, one of their songs didn't have a full day tracking. So if you include full day tracking, they'll end up 3rd or 4th. Still not bad. Now, in terms of sales, they didn't sell as much as they did in their previous album, but they sold like 812,000, I think, or maybe more. And I think they'll eventually get to 1 million anyway. So it's not bad. So, and if you compare to aespa sold like almost 600,000 in the first day. So I think there's just a general trend downwards, but still not bad. They'll get to 1 million. Now, they also have the most number of unique listeners for Melon in the first day of release. For any girl group, or I think any music released in 2024, they have like 37,000, more than 37,000 unique listeners. And they also debuted number 7 in Melon 100. They also, so those numbers are not bad at all. In terms of global Spotify, I think 1.6 million streams in the first day. That is not a flop. I think the expectation is just a little too high because the numbers were better in the previous release. But as I've said, there could be a multitude of reasons. It could be the market, it's not people are just, the economy is not doing well. So maybe they just don't have the disposable income anymore to, or at least at the moment, to buy as many albums as they did previously. But this is still very, very successful. New Jeans didn't flop. They're doing well, and I believe that they're going to consistently go up. Okay, the other half of my answer to this question I will do in Patreon, and I will be answering two more questions. One is, why are the parents siding with Min Heejin after everything that Min Heejin said about their children? For mothers or fathers out there, it's unthinkable. If somebody says that about your children, just no. I will not do business with you anymore. I can forgive, but I'll never trust that person again. And the other question is, what can we do about this? So I will be discussing about something that I'm doing, because there is just way too much trash in the media about K-pop, about Asian entertainment. There is not a lot of efforts being put into trying to grow the awareness and appreciation for K-pop and for the rest of Asia in terms of entertainment and culture and arts. And I started actually this channel so that I can help do that, increase the awareness and appreciation for Asian entertainment and culture, arts and culture. And so there is a project that I will start that I will be discussing in Patreon. Okay, so this is just a quick video. Just wanted to quickly answer some of the questions that you sent me. This is actually late. I was supposed to do this yesterday, but thank you very much for sending those questions. Please continue sending them. And you can get in touch with me in any of the social media links that you see on your screen right now. Please do follow me on Patreon. There is a free membership and there is paid membership. And follow me on X or on Twitter and also on Instagram. I'm very, very close to sharing some of the exciting projects that I'm doing. I hope it will also excite you. If you ended up liking this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit that notification button. And share the video if you can. It's really helping my channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.